I just want to... So, Julia, your brother was murdered and beaten, shot in the head, unsolved. Okay, now, first of all, I'm really sorry to hear that, so, Julia. Was it 4 years ago? Side. Do you call this the temple or this part of your head? Was he shot in his left? It might look to you that I'm pointing to my right, but it's my left side of my head here that is really hurting me, okay? And this guy that I'm feeling was in his mid-30s, okay, 35, 36, 37, kind of that age, okay? So okay, so Vanessa, he was nearly 30, but he looked like mid-30s. Oh, okay, so he just looked that little bit older, and he was shot here. Okay, so probably him then that I was feeling. And Vanessa, is there somebody else connected to you in the family that's been suffering with some kind of chest infection or chest complaint recently? Nobody's been like on inhalers or nebulizers or suffering with pneumonia or something like this. It's like he's telling me, and I feel it's a female here who's been suffering with a condition. Okay, Stephen. Was there other injuries to Stephen as well? I know you're telling me he was shot. Was he stabbed, or was there some other trauma? And particularly, I want to say it's kind of on it's my back, but it's lower right side, kind of if you go directly around from your waist. Okay, so there's a feeling like there's something else going on with him. So I don't know if he was beaten before he was shot or something like this, but there's definitely other pain going on around him. Vanessa, he was shot 10 times. Oh my God, so perhaps this is just another gunshot wound. My God, and he was only 30 years old. What a tragedy. Okay, Vanessa, and you don't have to answer this question live online, but I don't know if you know where he was when he was shot, okay? But it's like I can hear, I don't know, is it ticking or dripping water? But it's like constantly, like almost like drip, 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 or tick, tick, tick. It's like there's a constant beat going on in my ear, okay? But I know he was shot 10 times, but yet I feel like I'm lying there, and like it's taken a few minutes for kind of life to leave my body, if you like. And he was very aware that this was the end. His car was being washed when it happened, so this was the drip, drip, drip. I'm kind of aware of my life leaving my body. Did he used to wear something on his head? It's like there's something around my head, but it doesn't quite feel like a hat. You know, sometimes you see a baseball hat or something like this, almost like maybe a headband, or was there something around his head? Maybe he had sunglasses on his head or something like this. There's definitely something that I can feel that's on my head, and it's like his attention was taken to this, which is really odd. But he was definitely aware of what was going on, like that he didn't pass immediately. A hairband to cover his side. Does that make sense? A hairband like on his head. Yeah, there's something like, it's not a hat, it's like something here. And he's very aware that this is happening. But I'm also aware I can hear like drip, 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 drip or whatever. But it's also somebody that's walking away from him. So I don't know if ever they caught anybody. But you know when we get maybe our shoes fixed or something, and we get little silver things put on them and they go clip, clip, clip when they walk. I don't know what you call them. And it's like that sound when somebody's walking away, that the heels are clipping on the footpath. Oh, he's a small scar, so he used to wear something to cover that. God bless him. Yeah, so I'm aware that somebody's walking away from him, and I can hear the clip, clip, clip as well of their shoes. Who has the little girl? Somebody has a young girl. So I don't know, was it his own daughter or maybe just a niece or something? It's like there's a young girl, and he's telling me he still hears her laugh, because there's something very individual about her laugh, something very specific about her laugh, okay? Baby boy, okay, so I get the baby boy, but I want to talk about a little girl who was definitely, I feel, here before he passed, and it's like this little girl with a very distinctive, that's what I was trying to think of, a distinctive laugh, and it's like he still hears this laugh, and it's like he says, it's one of the happy memories that I took with me. So somebody's laugh, but whether it's a memory of maybe you or somebody else when they were smaller, I keep seeing a little girl in a yellow dress, okay, so it's like he's talking about the laugh of the little girl in the yellow dress. So if that's not making immediate sense, Vanessa, keep it with you, because there may be a photo, maybe perhaps of you or another sister as a child in a little yellow dress, and that perhaps there's something distinctive about you or some other sisters or some other relatives' laugh. It's like this, the sound of this laugh that he keeps playing over and over again for himself because he misses it so much. Okay, because he's definitely talking about taking the sound of this laugh with him, because does the little girl make sense? You're very welcome, Vanessa. I just hope that that makes sense about the little girl. Okay, so look guys, I know everybody would love a message, and I would love to get around everybody, but it just wouldn't be possible. So